We're live. Hey guys, Michael here. Wanted to get on video spontaneously to talk about Conversion.ai, just kind of mess about, show you how to get rid of writer's block with writing blog posts, and just how to ultimately use this software to your advantage inside of your business. Okay, but before I get moving forward, if you're here on the live, let me know in the comments down below. Give me something like of a hashtag live, replay, hashtag replay. I almost didn't come on. So I've been dealing with just earlier. I'm gonna try to squeeze out any leftover brain power that I have for the end of this evening. So I was dealing with a certain program, I won't say a name, and I went to go buy a product that I was convinced of. I was relaxing. And so I'm sitting here on my iPhone, and I'm in there. Usually I don't purchase things like courses and stuff like that on my phone, but I was there. And if they give you a payment option through phone, if they give you access, it only makes sense. Why do it? So I'm here purchasing one of my courses. Good, done. Now I go purchase another main course, and it's a very expensive one. This is why I was a little stressed out earlier, and I wasn't going to share this. But it also helps because I want you to know what I've been doing. And so I went to purchase this course, and guess what it had on the payment details? The same information as the course before, one of a lesser course. Price. And so after some time of thinking about it, I said to myself, well, I'm just going to go ahead and go through the payment details, submit my information. Maybe I have to get this before I get the upsell on the main course. Maybe I have to go through this one to get to what I really wanted to buy, which was okay. And this was after some time, right? Normally I wouldn't do this. So I went through it, and there's somebody that I trust too. So I went through it, made my purchase on the first product to get to the one that I really wanted, and it took me to an invalid thank you page. Now I know what you're thinking, that is a case for double transactions, because you can go back, refresh the page, submit it again, and see what happens. No change. I even did it again against my own will. And I was like, what? So then I went into my email to look for my transactions, and what do you know? The lower price course was in there as I wanted it. I purchased it. Good, it's in there. Get the receipt. And then the way higher, we're talking about thousands plus, is sitting in there that I said that I paid for it. I get what my intention was. It was to go and pay for it, but the experience was horrible. It was misleading information. So it populated information on the lower price course was on the more expensive price course, if you hear what I'm talking about. So again, I went through it, and it showed my transaction, but it presented me with the wrong information, and it didn't give me those payment options as I expected. And so I'm in the process of requesting a refund, and I may purchase the product again eventually, but it's just bad ethics, I think, in their part. And it's just a bad experience overall. And I expected better from a professional company, and I won't say the name. But that's what happens. And, I wasn't going to do that, because why should I request a refund to a course that I wanted? Because it was bad. I think it was bad experience, period. You could lose somebody like that. Somebody valuable who's been in there for some time as myself, trying to get the higher priced courses in certain areas. Anyways, enough about that. Let's move forward. Let's talk about Conversion.ai here. I really want to get into this and show you just kind of a little bit about how to create a post. And I'll have one of my websites opened here, and how to put content into the robot, and then what it spits out. It's very incredible. It's like nothing you've ever seen and come across. There are a lot of different AI software, copywriting software like this. Some of them give you more templates, but this is so robust, intuitive, smart, brilliant. It is crazy the feedback you get. Right now, let me get into the share screen here. Okay. This is the inside of Conversion.ai. As you can see, there are gonna be over 40 plus templates you can choose from in any kind of niche you're in. You find what suits you best. Affiliate marketing, network marketing, entrepreneurships, different kinds, different types, Amazon FBA, you name them. There's so many of them you can go for. I've used them for many different businesses, especially with people that I'm helping out. And so here you can select a template to get started from all down to marketing. And let's see, let's go into the blogging side. I have a video for this already that I made on a whole tutorial on Conversion.ai. And if there's room down below in the comment section, if you're here in the group watching this, I'll leave it there. And if you are going to be watching this on YouTube at any point, I'll leave it in the description so you can also get access to see what the whole run around Conversion.ai is. But I want to get into the blog a little bit here. So we click on the blog section. Different categories to choose from. So we can generate blog post topic ideas. We can brainstorm if we don't have anything. So we can click here. Company name. And it gives you a product description. I'm just thinking, I'm doing this on the fly, by the way. I haven't rehearsed this. This isn't scripted. Now, one note here, the more information you put in, the more output you're going to get. Whatever you put in is what you get out, right? You've probably heard that saying, you don't get anywhere unless what you put in is what you get out, right? You probably heard that from somebody, a coach. So the audience, we can dedicate that to who we are talking to. So if I wanted to say something like maybe moms, I can do that. So we have our company name. I put remove back pain for my health and wellness one, the product description, the audience that I am targeting for the specific type of post and ideas that I want, tone of voice, we can change that to whatever we want. We'll leave it as witty. And then examples, we can give them examples to give us example outputs. But I'm going to go down here, generate AI content with 2 outputs. And 2 meaning those are the type of examples that I'm going to get. I'm going to get 2 in total. So here are the 2. 3 ways to relieve back pain. 7 ways to prevent back pain before you work out. Okay, see, I didn't even give it anything that have to do with working out, yet it gives me how to do this before your workout. That is thinking a step ahead. I wanted to show you how vague you can put information in to get more specific. So it goes from general to specific before your workout, right? With TENS machines. Now let's say if we put a product in there. So how to make my back feel better, how to get rid of back pain for good. Let's see here. We'll do heat and ice therapy, more suited for products. So then we generate AI content right there. So 5 reasons pregnancy back pain is so bad. The best ice pack for back pain. And I maybe should have led with this in the beginning, but I wanted to go further in a different area. So how to make my back feel better, how to get rid of back pain for good. So those are the ones we saw already. But you can see the content that it's been spitting out. This is Jarvis, again, the AI. And we can lead with this, right? We can take this and say, we click here. We can even edit it out. We can go do our keyword research, right? We can take this here. I'm not going to show you so much because I'm in the StreamYard app. So what you could do is take this into Google, plug it in, and do your alphabet soup. Find competitors, do research, go through things like SEMrush, go through Ubersuggest, and just generate more content ideas this way. And it's more fluid and it's much faster, so you don't have to be stuck in that writer's block seeing what kind of ideas should I get for a certain type of a topic. Okay, so now let's back up here. And then the blog post outline, we can do that. So blog post title or topic, we can take what we got from the ideas and plug them into here. Well, I don't remember exactly what it was, but let's say we came up with a new one. Or we can stay with the same one. It wasn't like that word for word. Voice, we can leave it at witty again. We can put an output language in Spanish. We can change the language if we want. If you have an audience in a different language or types, even more than one, then you can adjust accordingly. So we can do the outputs again here. And then we get 2, 1 to 5. Get a pregnancy pillow, use a heating pad or ice pack, take ibuprofen, acetaminophen, or naproxen, sodium. Try yoga poses that relieve back pain and stretch your spine. Sit in the bath with Epsom salts, which, by the way, I was doing. Actually, did it earlier. I did it earlier today. I needed to because I have tightness in my my trapezius. I have a strain. It's been getting a lot better, but I need to consistently ice and heat. And one of the other ways that I heat it, it's not always direct heat, but I got into the tub to relieve. So we have more here. Sit up straight and tall to relieve back pain. Take breaks from sitting down throughout the day. Get regular exercise, even if it's just walking around the block or doing some stretches at home. Practice good posture. Okay, so you're seeing all this being generated for you as a blog post outline. And somebody as experienced as myself, I already know what my topic outline is going to be throughout the article, but this just gives it an extra push. It gets me to see something that I didn't see there before. And it can give me an unfair advantage over my competition. They maybe did a topic on the 5 best ways to relieve back pain, but maybe you do a 10 skyscraper technique and you do 10 or 15 best ways. But then you come over here to something like Conversion.ai, and then you plug in the information that you're given. You can adjust accordingly, but you have more topic ideas in your outline to go and create with and add into subheadings, right? It adds so much, and each and every single one of these, you can turn them into a new post, which is an amazing thing. Now let's go back here. So we go back into blogging, blog post into a paragraph. So this is going to help you ultimately blast through your writer's block. This is where it all comes together. It's the blog post intro paragraph, company, name it again. You can even put a product. Let's stick with the 10th machine example. Demographics to moms again. Tone of voice, casual, we'll leave it. Outputs, let's go ahead and do 2. We can do as many as we want. We can always add more to them if need be, so don't be afraid. Okay, and on the standard plan, you get 20,000, I believe it still is, credits, 20,000 words to use. And if you want to use more, you just have to pay for the higher plans. But you can start off with that, get into a free trial. Again, if you're watching this later on in the YouTube, go ahead and look down below in the description. There's a full review on it. You'll get some bonuses also that come along with this, but this will go a long ways for you, especially if you're in an intermediate and an expert and you're already going. But if you're a business in the beginning of your business, you can also use this. It's not to say you can't. It's a good way to get into it and understand, okay, this is how I could generate topic ideas. If I'm not researching my competition already, but if I am, can I add more? This is a way to do it and automate the process over time as well. So you don't have to be reliant on those expensive copywriters, because I know it costs a lot of money to pay for one. I've been there and done that. And then you get a revision, you send it back again, revised. You're spending more money back and forth. So we got our idea here. Let's go into generate AI content. Okay, so just now it says, the first trimester of pregnancy can be challenging. There is so much going on in your body, and it's difficult to know what you should do to feel better. One problem that many pregnant women experience is back pain. This blog post will go over 5 ways you can relieve back pain during pregnancy, making the first few months a little bit easier for you. Number 2, as you get bigger and your body changes, it can become more difficult to find a comfortable position for sleep. It's also common for pregnant women to experience back pain during pregnancy. There you go, right? And the more we give it, again, the more specific it will give us an output. But you can see how you can blast through your writer's block by letting Jarvis write your opening paragraph for you. Get out of that mindset where you're not sure what to write, how to lead off, and you can always adjust to it. Let's go back here. SEO blog post titles and meta descriptions. So I already had an example here for you, so we're going to run with this one. Conversion.ai, blog post title, Conversion.ai review. So blog post title, learn how to use this artificial intelligence to write your amazing copy. And then there it is, title, Conversion.ai review, meta description already out for you. And then there's another example there to give you that. Okay, so now let's go back. So with Content Improver, you can take a piece of content and rewrite it to make it more interesting, creative, and engaging. So the content will be inputted in here, and it gives you, again, an example of how to lay out your own. So let me see. I'm going to go into one of my posts. Let me see if I can exit out of this screen and then open up a different share screen. We're going to stop this share and then come into a different screen. Thanks for being here, by the way. I really do appreciate your time. And know it is as valuable as is mine. Okay, so I'm going to share this. And I'm just going to take information from one post. Let's go into this. We'll give it 1 second here to load. It takes a little bit of time. Jeopardy song in the back. I'm not sure why it's taking this. It normally doesn't. I know it does it when I go on lives. For some reason, it takes more time to render and go through. It just could be part of that HTML coding. Yeah, normally when I'm doing this without a live, it just will upload instantly. So here's what I'm going to do. I'll open up this post, see if it opens up the main one. Oh, and you're still looking at that's what I don't like so much about StreamYard. Let's go with this. Oh my, this is taking some time. Kind of like when I was battling with all the LCP and CLS issues on my websites. Now that is a big pain. And especially when the cache, you don't want to be editing your like Thrive or any type of theme you have, because it makes editing images, text, subtracting and adding to a process. It takes forever. What should be taking less than a millisecond to load takes over like 2 seconds to. And that alone will disrupt everything you want to do, your motivation to want to continue, and so forth. So I'm going to go ahead and take this right here from one of my posts. And then I'm going to add it into you guessed it. Let's open this up. Okay, so we're going to input our information that I just grabbed from one of my articles. That is not what I wanted, of course, because I copied another link. Now let me go back. So what happened was I copied the link so I can get to this window, and it erased the copy that I had for my blog post, but we're going to go back there. That's the difference between doing like a Zoom or in a different type of video shot than like something like StreamYard, where the windows, you have to exit out of each. And sometimes I forget about it because I'm so used to shooting videos in a different format. So just bear with me here. As if I needed another headache today, right? If you're just joining me, I was talking about earlier, just the first minute or so in the video, how one of the trusted platforms that I'm on, I tried purchasing a much higher priced, higher ticket course, and this was a big deal that I got charged for it, but the information when I went to go check out was presented wrong. And so what happened was I got charged for the lesser price course that I wanted, but then the higher price course, I saw that as a transaction. And of course I wanted it, but not underneath those type of circumstances. It was just a horrible experience. Plus, I didn't even get access to the course. It hasn't even been unlocked. So you can see how stressful I've been today, but not enough for me to stop me from being here and making sure that I help you guys on a daily basis. And I try to come on here on live Thursdays when I can. So I do appreciate your time. Again, I know it's very precious. After this, you won't be hearing me go on video for some time because I'm going to need a huge break. So let me go to this post again. You won't see it because I'm in my other screen, but just bear with me. I'll kind of do this a little bit, just keep you entertained. But yeah, no, that's a problem when you have to deal with that with a professional company. Come on, like, yeah, I get I have to go speak to an advisor. Maybe that's the case about unlocking a certain course. But regardless, you shouldn't have to put anybody underneath that kind of stress and tension. If you give somebody the option to purchase the course on your back office, you present to them the information how it needs to be and not false. Okay? And so I'm very disappointed with that, but I'm going to be hearing back from support. I even sent, and this is how far I went. I went into customer support. I sent in a little chat. I called their direct number after the second time, and then the girl, she was halfway decent with what she was coming across with. And then, so I got my point across, and I said to her, regardless, this information shouldn't even have been there. Shouldn't even have been an option for somebody unless you guys forgot to put the right information in the right place. It just still shouldn't be there because it is very misleading and it's very disappointing to see because it's stressful. If you don't get if you can't even request a refund for that type of a course, it's more stressful. And then you don't even get to unlock the course after you purchase it. That's more stressful. So I'm an introvert person, and it's very difficult for me to deal with those types of things. Let alone, I don't even want to be on the phone having to talk to somebody like that. But when I have to become the leader and take charge, you don't want to see that. Okay, so we have the content in here. And I don't say that like, oh, I'm going to be rude to you, but when I have to step up, and I'm the oldest of two, so remember that I didn't come from, I'm not the youngest one. When I have to put my foot forward, I will put my foot forward and make my points across with the facts. Okay, so here we go. Generate AI content. Put a voice. We'll do. See, we can change it, but we can put funny here. Spanish, if that's an option we wanted. So here it is. As a lifelong health enthusiast, Blue Heron Health strives to bring you the latest and most up-to-date information. You can find articles on just about any topic related to your mind or body at this site, from nutrition tips for weight loss all the way through relaxation techniques that relieves stress. Explore their guides here in order to find the solutions tailored specifically for you. An organization devoted entirely toward promoting individual responsibility when it comes down to personal wellness and well-being with natural methods such as guided meditations, yoga instruction videos, which are free of charge. They also offer free recipes, or offer easy recipes, I should say. So anyone interested in cooking healthy food will be able to with some guidance too without having to spend hours doing research online. There's another one down there as well. So again, the more information you give it, right, I can take a whole blog post, put it in here, but be careful if you're not trying to use those 20,000 words. If you want more, if you want an unlimited amount, at the time that I'm making this video, I think they're going to come out with an unlimited plan to help you with that. But if it goes away, regardless, still use this, but caution the amount of credits and words you can use. I don't want you spending all your words on one blog post and you can't even use any of the other features unless you get the updated and the higher price with more credits and more, and the more the, hold on, let me do this. wanted to go back into the templates, and I'm going to end this video here in just a minute. Let's go back to the dashboard, blog, and then we do SEO, blog post titles, and meta descriptions, as I already showed. But I went through all these, and just a quick runabout. But I could be here a whole another hour's worth trying to say, okay, let's go create a blog post, let's go put this all in there. But you got to see how each individual piece comes together, right? You can move from left to right or wherever you need to, and then start generating all these topics and then importing them into your own work, okay? So that was everything from this. Look out for my other video, my full tutorial on how to use Conversion.ai for everything. I'll leave that review down below in the description, in the comments if you're here in the Facebook group. I haven't come out with some of those other videos, maybe on like YouTube, how to use this for YouTube or a specific type of business. If you want any of that, let me know in the comment section. And maybe by the time you're watching this video, those videos will be out and that content will be released in different formats. So look out for that. Again, it's all going to be down below. Hopefully you got some value out of this. You understood how to use Conversion.ai in the sense of relieving writer's block with blog posts, videos, anything else you want it to be. You can do this legitimately with Conversion.ai, and it's unlike anything. It's unparalleled to what's out there. Just imagine this, that you are putting a blog post together, right? And then you are like, what do I do next? Okay, I have my blog post topic ideas, but now I don't know what my outline will look like, or I have a general sense of what it will, but I want to take it to another level. I want to know what I'm missing, what I could be putting, what I could be injecting. Boom, you got your blog post outline in less than a second. You input the data, you get your feedback out. Boom, go put that into your content. What will my entry paragraph look like? Well, you don't have to worry about any of that anymore. You have this section, you can go and add that too. The content improver. You want to add your whole content in there and make it better, get more ideas that will sit and resonate with your audience. You do so, you grab it, you go and put it on that post. You pimp out, quote unquote, your blog post title and meta descriptions. And with less time, you have this fully published post that you're going to be proud of, that you're going to look back on and say, okay, with the help of Conversion.ai, I was able to put this post together, and now I could go ahead and go create more content on this and move there on out. Okay, so that's everything from me in this video. Hopefully you got a good deal of it. And that's all, okay? I know I covered how you can reach me, how you can watch all the other videos. That's it for now. Thank you for being here. Bye.